Perfect.
Hi, here is editing me, and I've noticed I have smudged eyeliner under my eyes throughout the whole video, and I apologize if that disturbs you, but that's what happens when I don't use the Marc Jacobs eyeliner. This is a Maybelline one. Bah.
Hi and welcome to another Free.volous episode. Today I'm bringing you my current hair care routine. And if you haven't been here for a while, and a lot of you haven't, hi! My hair is flat, is really thin, it doesn't have a lot of volume, and is very, very oily. But I managed to educate my hair. That was a journey from several years ago, and I still go to that formula whenever my hair is misbehaving, and I'll try to remember to link those videos up here so that you, if you're interested, you can check them out. But basically I managed to educate my hair, and despite being quite oily, I only need to wash it right now about twice a week. But there was a time throughout this winter in which my hair got really oily again, and I was starting to wash it very frequently. And so yeah, it has phases, and it has to do also with the weather, hormonal changes, all of that. But I managed to bring it back to twice a week, which I love. So without further ado, let me introduce you to the products that have been helping me to keep my hair as is. So the first thing is shampoo, of course, and I use sulfate-free shampoo because I get dandruff from sulfates. And it's really hard to get a hold of a good sulfate-free shampoo from the supermarket or drugstore here in Portugal, but they are starting to arrive, and I have good news regarding that issue. But this is not drugstore at all. This is expensive, but this is the most amazing hair care range that I've tried, and I'm including the Perfect Hair Day from Living Proof shampoo and conditioner, which I used to love, but it's so hard to get a hold of that I've given up. This is Briogeo, and I find this to be even better. Briogeo is a very clean line, so they have no sulfates, silicones or parabens. They have none of those nasty things that are meant to be synthetic chemicals that can be a bit worse for our health and our hairs and all of that, but we are used to having in every kind of product. And at the same time, they jam-pack each product with a lot of nutrients, vitamins, all that good stuff that help your hair in the long run. This one is the Be Gentle, Be Kind Green Tea Clarifying Shampoo, and I use it as my first cleanse. This is a clarifying shampoo, and I like clarifying shampoos, especially if I'm using product on my hair. But this is not stripping at all. So it feels like your hair is extremely clean, but it doesn't feel like if you pull it, it's going to break, you know? And whenever your hair, scalp, skin is stripped from their natural oils altogether, it will start to overproduce oil. That's something I've learned a long, long time, and that I've stuck to and has been working for me for a long, long time, both on my face, my hair, my body. I stay clear of very stripping products, and this one is an amazing clarifying shampoo. I'm curious to try their big tub one that is an exfoliating one as a treatment once a month. Would be amazing, but they're so expensive. These are 25 euros each bottle, so it's up there in price. This is the Briogeo Blossom and Bloom Ginseng and Biotin Volumizing Shampoo. Again, no nasties on it, and this, again, volumizing, something I'm interested in, and this has biotin in it, which is something that I like having in my hair products because I've been having a lot of hair loss for the past several months. I've been taking biotin supplements, and topical biotin can't do no harm, so I try anything. So this is what I use, one of the ones that I use as a second cleanse. Again, non-invasive scent, really great lather and foaming, and it feels really good. Leaves my hair feeling lightweight, but it doesn't leave it feeling brittle or dry. Great shampoo. Now, this one is from the drugstore, and people in the UK already know this by heart. I think in the US too, but it's new here in Portugal because we're always late to the game. They've only released 2 varieties. I have the Argan Oil of Morocco shampoo from OGX, and I've spotted another variety which was for very dry curly hair, which is not my kind of thing. And again, this has no sulfates. It's a huge tub. It costs about €7, which is quite affordable, and 385 mils. And I've been really enjoying this shampoo. It has a denser kind of texture. So if you have oily hair and you've tried those 2-in-1 shampoos that are, you remember those shampoo and conditioner all in one, this has that kind of texture. So I got scared the first time I used it. I rinsed it and I dried it out. There was nothing of that weird texture left, but my hair felt thicker in a way, but not in the greasy way or texturizing spray thick gritty way. I don't know what's in this, but it's really nice. So I go back and forth between these two so that my hair doesn't get used to it. Now, one thing that I used to do is using a hair mask once in a while just on the ends of my hair, or a conditioner. I didn't do that very often, but I did use it, and especially with my hair going longer, I felt like I needed something to detangle my hair. And when I went to cut my hair this last time, my hairdresser reminded me that I shouldn't be doing that because I have very oily hair and your hair doesn't need that, she said. And I was, come on! Of course it does. It's only to the ends, yes, but it travels up. Don't ask me why, but it does. It weighs your hair down, and you don't need it if you're patient when detangling your hair. But it's gonna break. No, it's not. And this was our conversation, and she took a Tangle teaser to my wet hair. She very patiently started detangling my hair. It took her about 2 minutes or 3 minutes, and my hair was perfectly detangled. And I thought, well, I'll give it a try, but I'm not convinced. But when I got home and I started doing that, my hair stopped being as oily almost immediately. I don't know what's in it when in the conditioners, despite just applying them to the ends of your hair. But if you have very oily hair, maybe trying this out would be good. Just let me say that my little sin is this. This is American Cream Conditioner by LUSH, and I don't use it very often. I use it on special occasions, and when I'm feeling really sad, I don't know. And having my hair smelling good is something that makes me feel amazing. And this is the kind of scent that I wish I would smell all over. This smells of an elegant vanilla. And this is not the extra detangler, and at any level, this is not that much of a conditioner in my opinion, but it leaves your hair smelling amazingly for days. And I have been recording dubbing, and the moment I stepped out of the studio and a colleague of mine entered, he just, what is this? This smell, it smells so good in here. And it was my hair, and this stays on your hair for days. So if you want a little treat, once in a while, I sin with the American Cream Conditioner by LUSH. But on a day-to-day basis, I never apply conditioner or masks. Maybe a bit of a mask once a month, if at all, I remember. But I'm using the samples I have from Look Fantastic, so I have nothing to recommend, but because nothing feels sort of life-changing. The technique regarding brushing my hair when it's still wet and I want to detangle it before drying, I take my hair away from my head, I hold it strongly like this so that it doesn't pull, and I take the bristles and gently graze my hair on the tips, and when this area is detangled, I go a bit above and I do this, and only when I feel everything is detangled is when I go with the brush through the hair, and I go and I work in sections down, up. And this takes me about 3 to 4 minutes, but it has saved me a lot of conditioner, and I think my hair is a lot healthier and less oily. So it's worth giving it a try. Not every hair type is going to deal well with this. But my hair gets really tangled, really rat's nest tangled. and I managed to, without breaking it, sort of detangle it with this method. So give it a try, who knows. For detangling, Tangle TEEZER or wet brush, this one is available in every pharmacy, drugstore around right now. The wet brush, I haven't seen it around, but you can order this from Beauty Bay, so keep that in mind. Now for products on my hair, sometimes I use this, and I feel like this again helps the longevity of my healthy hair, so it doesn't make it feel oily as fast, and that is weird. This is the Elnet Satin Crème Mousse, and I haven't used mousse on my hair for ever since the 90s, I think. And this is the extra strength one, and I just put a golf ball on my hand and I apply it to my wet hair, starting from the roots down. And I hate applying things to the roots of my hair when it's clean, but this has been helping me. I then brush through so that everything is well dispersed and dispensed along my hair, and then I dry my hair, blow dry my hair. Throughout the blow drying, I sometimes go in with the brush so that it doesn't get all those sticky bits and strays of hair that get really stuck together, so that everything is really, as you can see, this is my third day hair and nothing is sticking, and it just comes out like this. And I feel like this creates air on the roots of my hair. That's the way I can explain it. So that, you know, when you have very oily hair, sometimes the hair starts to feel, after you blow dry it, it looks beautiful for 1 hour or two, and then it starts to feel like something is weighing it down and the oil starts seeping through. With the mousse, I feel like it stays like this and away from my scalp for a longer period of time, if that makes sense. I don't know if it does. Other than that, if I'm going to curl my hair, I don't change anything. I blow dry it and then I curl it, and because it is brushed through and it's really soft and airy and fluffy like I like it, it's easy to curl, and it has the mousse, so it holds the curl a bit better. But I don't usually curl my hair at all, and I try to keep the drying to the least amount of time that I need to keep my roots just dry. And then I apply a bit of dry shampoo, and this may sound weird, but it is for a reason. I've noticed that it works best for me, for my scalp, for my hair, using dry shampoo as a preventative measure instead of trying to solve a problem that is already there. So I apply a bit of dry shampoo as soon as I wash my hair to my roots. I just massage it in and I leave it there. And then I apply dry shampoo before I do sweaty stuff like going to the gym or dancing, and before going to bed, because I sweat a lot during my sleep, because I like to sleep under all the covers in my house. And I tend to get sweaty hair in the morning, and I used to apply the dry shampoo in the morning, but I find that for absorbing absorbing the oils on my hair, applying it before is a lot better, at least for me. Give it a try. It's just, give it a try. And then if I want to give it a bit of oomph in the morning, yes, I apply a bit, but just to give a bit more volume. But basically, all I need to do if I'm too lazy is before going to bed and before any sweaty activities, and that makes my hair last like this for a long, long time. And I know you won't believe me that it's oily, but it is. I tell you, I'm not kidding, not kidding. But anyway, especially the fringe getting oily is so annoying. The rest of your hair is okay, but the fringe, and dry shampoo helps me out. I think the mousse is helping me out. So those are my tips. Now, which dry shampoos do I recommend? I am a dry shampoo hoarder, and I have a lot to recommend. My all-time favorite has been a favorite ever since I tried it. It's not inexpensive. Again, it's from Briogeo. This is a Scalp Revival Charcoal and Biotin dry shampoo. Keyword biotin in there, and the charcoal particles help to absorb the oils. This is an amazing dry shampoo. It is a white powder, but it does not leave any residue. It's easy to mesh into your hair. I think all of them are, so I'm not going to repeat myself. It's really easy. It's a squeezy bottle. It's a bit less easy to use than something like this that comes in a spray, but I don't mind, to be honest. And it's been my lifesaver. I keep it in my bag, gym bag. This comes with me everywhere, and it doesn't have an invasive scent at all. I hate hairspray, you know, perfumey, fruity, fake fruity kind of scents on my dry shampoo, because that's what I'm going to smell the whole day. And this does not have an invasive scent, and it works a charm. It's very expensive, yes, but I've had this for months, and I think, yeah, you can't see it, but I have a light right here. It's around here. So, oh, sorry, it's around here. So I've got 1/3 down, 2/3 to go. It goes down a lot less quicker than a spray dry shampoo, so you're saving there. And I go through a lot of dry shampoo. Now, one of the dry shampoos that I've always recommended and that I will always recommend is this by Chlorane, and this is the oat milk dry shampoo, extra soft or smooth, and this one has this pink lid, not the lid but the sprayer thingy, and the lettering is pink because this is the brunette version, so it has a tiny bit of a tint. But when you spray it onto your hair, you can see it, and then you massage it in, and then it disappears. This is amazing. It absorbs oils like nobody's business. It disappears on your hair. It's a great dry shampoo. It's affordable, but it's a bit more upscale than a supermarket dry shampoo. It comes in a small bottle and the big one. I have both because, yes. Again, it smells very gently of oat, and it's not invasive, at least for me, at all. This is a classic that will never go out of style. They also have the nettle one, which is more absorbing, but it leaves the white cast and it's impossible to remove. And I think they're bringing out a tinted nettle one, and they're making these dry shampoos available in this packaging, which would be amazing. So, can't wait to hear about that. Let's hope they come over. This one is a recent find. Sephora has dry shampoos. I bought the coconut small one just to try it out. Have been liking it very much. This is the refreshing and volumizing, and it smells of coconut, which when it comes to fruity scents is one that I don't hate, and it's not too invasive, and it smells of a good coconut. A good coconut. Good coconut. So, really enjoying this one. Again, no residues. When it comes to supermarket, I have to talk about a classic. This has nothing left. This is a very old bottle that I had just for talking about it purposes. This is a COLAB dry shampoo. The packaging has changed ever since they launched it, but it's a really good shampoo if you're in the UK and you have access to this. I never got my hands on the brand anymore, but it's more of a lightweight dry shampoo. In terms of oil absorbing properties, it's the less absorbing, I would say, of the bunch. Now, very affordable, and I haven't seen anybody talk about this dry shampoo, is the Garnier dry shampoos. I know this line that is called Ultra Suave here in Portugal has different names along Europe and the UK and the US and all of that. But you can recognize the range from the design, I hope. And these dry shampoos are amazing. I have an oat one for sensitive hair. And this one is a soft clay and citrus. Again, very pleasing scent. Not too invasive. Yes, it smells of citrus, but I don't mind. This is for oilier hair, and then the other one is for sensitive hair. This really absorbs the oil really nicely. Again, no white cast, really affordable, easy to find, great. The last one I'm going to talk about, and I'm sorry for the huge dry shampoo tangent, I know, but it's something that is really close to my oily haired heart. And at least you have all of them and you can pick and choose whatever you want. But the last one I'm going to talk about is a hybrid between a dry shampoo and a texturizing spray, which is something we don't have a lot of here in Portugal, which is weird, but you don't have texturizing sprays. And this is the closest to one, and it's from the supermarket. This is the TRESemmé Instant Refresh Volumizing Dry Shampoo. They have other dry shampoos. They work really well to absorb oils, but this one has texturizing particles in it. So this is the one that I use when I'm going out and I'm doing any kind of hairstyle that needs volume, that stays there, you know, because dry shampoo sort of starts to sink down, and this one doesn't as much. It stays volumized, but you can feel a bit of grittiness on the roots of your hair, and this is one of those that I feel like I need to wash my hair on the day after because I don't like the residue it leaves on my hair. But it works a charm for hairstyling days, you know, when you want to do an updo with volume, or you want to, I don't know, whatever you want to do with your hair. It has that hairspray, perfumey, fake or horrible scent that most dry shampoos do. The ones I've recommended are curated not to have that scent. This is the one that has the most, for me, disturbing scent, but I can look past it because I don't use it that often. And I take it with me when I'm recording, doing my filming for my series. I always take this one because this is 2-in-1 and I don't have to bother. It just smells bad, but who cares? It smells like hairspray, really. Despite this looking like it was a huge video with a lot of product and you put a lot of stuff on your hair, let's bring it back to the summary, shall we? Clarifying shampoo for first cleanse, normal shampoo either for second cleanse, and then once in a while this conditioner, but it doesn't count really, mousse and dry shampoo. Those are the products that I use on my hair. Right now, I'm not using anything else. For now, my ends are pretty healthy. They don't need any kind of oil, but I can add a drop of oil once in a while before washing my hair. So it wasn't that much. I just went on a huge tangent regarding the dry shampoos. And I'm sorry, but I wanted to include all of them because it's easier that way instead of popping one every year when I talk about my hair. So I hope you have enjoyed this video. If you have, please leave me a thumbs up down below. Subscribe if you haven't already. Take a look at my other videos. Share my videos with people you think would be interested. Don't forget, all the links will be in my blogs in the description box. And thank you for spending your time on me. And I'll see you on my next video.